jaw-dropping stunts, and heart-stopping moments. But what happens when those daring maneuvers go terribly wrong? While these superstars put their bodies on the line to entertain millions, sometimes the risks outweigh the rewards, leading to shocking botches, brutal injuries, and career-threatening mishaps. From Brock Lesnar's reckless leap to Jeff Hardy's horrifying ladder fall, these moments left fans gasping and superstars barely walking away. This isn't just about scripted entertainment. This is the real danger behind the spectacle of WWE. Here are 10 of the craziest WWE stunts that went wrong, leaving fans in shock and superstars dealing with the painful consequences. Before we move on, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things wrestling. You won't want to miss out. Let's get started. Brock Lesnar, known as the Beast Incarnate, is synonymous with raw power, suplexes, and a ground-and-pound style that emphasizes his dominance. High-flying stunts are not part of his usual repertoire, which made his daring leap at Extreme Rules 2012 all the more shocking. During his no-holds-barred match against John Cena, Lesnar attempted a move that defied his character and left fans in awe and concern. The match was already a brutal affair, featuring weapons, blood, and hard-hitting action. As the fight spilled outside the ring, Lesnar climbed onto the steel steps, towering over Cena, who was lying prone on the announce table. In a moment of uncharacteristic recklessness, Lesnar launched himself into the air, aiming to crush Cena with a flying move. However, the execution went horribly wrong. Lesnar overshot his target, missing the table entirely and crashing onto the concrete floor with a sickening thud. The impact was brutal, and the sound of his body hitting the ground echoed through the arena. Fans gasped, knowing that even someone as physically imposing as Lesnar couldn't walk away unscathed from such a landing. What made the moment even more remarkable was Lesnar's reaction. Despite the obvious pain, he immediately got back to his feet, refusing to show any sign of vulnerability. This display of toughness underscored his reputation as one of the most resilient performers in WWE history. The leap, while ill-advised, demonstrated Lesnar's willingness to take risks and push his limits, even if it meant stepping far outside his comfort zone. Though the match itself was a grueling spectacle, this risky leap remains one of the most unforgettable and cringe-worthy moments of Lesnar's career. It serves as a testament to his fearlessness and the physical toll he's willing to endure to entertain the audience. Edge and Seth Rollins' Hell in a Cell match at Crown Jewel 2021 was a brutal and emotionally charged encounter, showcasing the lengths both men were willing to go to secure victory. However, one moment in particular stood out for its sheer danger and the physical toll it took on Edge. During the match, Edge attempted a high-risk powerbomb onto the steel steps outside the ring, a move that exemplified the match's no-holds-barred nature. Unfortunately, the execution went awry, resulting in a painful and potentially career-threatening landing for the WWE Hall of Famer. The spot began with Edge lifting Rollins for a powerbomb, aiming to drive him onto the steel steps for maximum impact. However, Rollins' positioning was slightly off, causing him to slip as Edge initiated the move. This misalignment led to Edge losing control, and instead of Rollins taking the brunt of the impact, Edge's lower back and tailbone crashed directly onto the edge of the steel steps. The sound of the collision was sickening, and the camera immediately captured Edge's agonized expression, a stark reminder of the real-life risks involved in such high-stakes matches. Despite the excruciating pain, Edge refused to let the injury derail the match. Drawing on decades of experience and an unparalleled level of toughness, he pushed through the discomfort and continued to perform at an elite level. This moment of resilience was a testament to Edge's dedication to his craft and his willingness to endure immense physical suffering for the sake of the story and the fans. The match itself was a masterpiece of storytelling and physicality, but this botched powerbomb spot became one of its most talked about moments. It highlighted the inherent dangers of professional wrestling and the incredible sacrifices performers make to entertain audiences. Edge's ability to persevere through such a painful mishap further solidified his legacy as one of WWE's most enduring and respected superstars. The WrestleMania 17 match between The Undertaker and Triple H is widely regarded as one of the most brutal and iconic encounters in WWE history. The hard-hitting, no disqualification stipulation allowed both men to push the boundaries of physicality, with weapons playing a central role in the storytelling. However, one moment during the match took a dangerous turn, leaving a lasting impact on both performers and fans alike. During the climax of the match, The Undertaker attempted to deliver his finishing move, the Last Ride, lifting Triple H high into the air. In a desperate counter, Triple H grabbed his signature sledgehammer and swung it at Undertaker mid-move. While the sledgehammer's head was made of rubber to minimize injury, the handle was constructed of real wood. As Triple H swung, the rubber head broke off, and the wooden handle struck The Undertaker directly on the forehead with full force. The impact caused a deep gash, and blood immediately began to pour down Undertaker's face, adding a visceral layer of intensity to the already grueling match. Despite the severity of the injury, The Undertaker displayed his legendary toughness by continuing the match without hesitation. His ability to push through the pain and deliver a memorable performance underscored his reputation as one of WWE's most resilient and dedicated performers. The incident also had a lasting impact on Triple H, who adjusted his use of the sledgehammer in future matches. To prevent similar accidents, he began covering the hammer's head with his hand, ensuring greater control and safety. This moment became a defining part of the match, highlighting the inherent risks of professional wrestling and the sacrifices performers make to entertain audiences. It remains a classic, but the sledgehammer incident serves as a stark reminder of the fine line between spectacle and danger in the world of sports entertainment. Tables are a hallmark of hardcore wrestling, often used to create dramatic and visually stunning moments. However, during John Cena and Sabu's Extreme Lumberjack match on an episode of WWE Raw in 2006, a table spot went disastrously wrong, highlighting the inherent risks of such high-risk maneuvers. The match was chaotic from the start, with lumberjacks surrounding the ring and weapons scattered around the arena, setting the stage for a wild and unpredictable encounter. The botch spot occurred when Cena attempted to throw Sabu out of the ring and through a table that had been set up on the floor. Cena's aim was slightly off, and Sabu failed to clear the table properly. Instead of landing cleanly through the table, Sabu's body struck the edge of the table, causing it to collapse awkwardly. The table didn't break as intended, and Sabu tumbled to the floor, missing the table entirely and landing hard on the concrete. The impact was brutal, with Sabu's body absorbing the full force of the fall. Fans in attendance and those watching at home collectively winced, knowing the pain Sabu must have endured. Thankfully, the botch occurred near the end of the match, so Sabu didn't have to endure much more physical punishment. Despite the painful mishap, both Cena and Sabu demonstrated their professionalism by continuing the match and bringing it to a conclusion. This moment served as a stark reminder of the dangers involved in table spots, where even a slight miscalculation can lead to serious injury. While the match itself was a chaotic and entertaining spectacle, the botched table spot remains one of its most memorable moments. It underscored the risks that wrestlers take to entertain fans and the importance of precision and timing in executing high-risk maneuvers. Sabu's ability to continue the match despite the painful landing further solidified his reputation as one of hardcore wrestling's toughest and most resilient performers. This incident also highlighted the unpredictable nature of live television, where even the best-laid plans can go awry. In 1999, during a highly charged storyline between China and Triple H and WWE Raw, a shocking and dangerous botch occurred involving a fireball, leaving an indelible mark on WWE history. The segment was part of the ongoing feud between China and Triple H, which mirrored their real-life romantic relationship and subsequent breakup. China, a trailblazing figure in WWE, had called out Triple H, setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation. As Triple H made his way to the ring, Kane, the monstrous Big Red Machine, unexpectedly intervened, escalating the tension. The chaos unfolded as China and Kane briefly united against Triple H. However, the situation took a perilous turn when Kane attempted to hurl a fireball at Triple H. The fireball, a staple of Kane's character, was meant to intimidate and harm his opponents. In this instance, Triple H managed to dodge the fireball but it inadvertently struck China instead. The flames came dangerously close to her face, causing her to recoil in immediate pain and shock. The incident was a stark reminder of the risks associated with live television and the use of pyrotechnics in professional wrestling. Behind the scenes, Triple H, who was still romantically involved with China at the time, broke character momentarily to check on her well-being. Kane, ever the consummate professional, stayed in character and threw Triple H out of the ring to maintain the storyline's integrity. Miraculously, China escaped without any long-term injuries, but the incident left everyone involved shaken. Years later, China revealed in interviews that the fireball had come dangerously close to her face, causing significant discomfort and highlighting the inherent dangers of such stunts. Spike Dudley's rope mishap is one of those moments in professional wrestling that highlights the inherent risks of the sport, even for the most experienced performers. Known for his fearlessness and willingness to take extreme bumps, Spike Dudley found himself in a perilous situation during a 10-man tag team match on WWE Raw in 2003. The match featured Spike teaming with Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley, facing off against Rene Dupré, Sylvain Grenier, and several other wrestlers. The Dudley boys were famous for their high-risk, table-breaking spots, and this match was no exception. However, what was supposed to be a routine moment of chaos turned into a near disaster. The plan was for Dupré and Grenier to throw Spike out of the ring and through a table set up on the floor, a classic Dudley boy spot that fans had come to expect. However, the execution went horribly wrong. When Dupré and Grenier attempted the throw, Spike didn't get enough height or momentum. As he was launched over the top rope, his legs caught the ropes, causing him to flip awkwardly in midair. Instead of crashing through the table as intended, Spike missed it entirely and landed hard on the floor, back first. The impact was brutal, and the crowd gasped in shock as it became clear that something had gone terribly wrong. Miraculously, Spike avoided serious injury, but the botch was visibly painful. Despite the mishap, he continued the match, showcasing his incredible toughness and dedication to the business. Backstage, however, the incident sparked concern and criticism. Reports indicated that Dupré and Grenier faced scrutiny for their role in the mistake, as the throw lacked the precision and coordination required to ensure Spike's safety. This moment serves as a stark reminder of how even the most routine spots in professional wrestling can go awry, emphasizing the fine line between entertainment and danger in the industry. Kurt Angle's concussion at SummerSlam 2000 is a harrowing example of the physical toll professional wrestling can take on its performers, even in highly choreographed matches. The event, held on August 27, 2000, featured a high-stakes WWE Championship match between Kurt Angle and Triple H. Both men were at the top of their game, and the match was expected to be a show stealer. However, a dangerous spot involving an announcer's table turned the bout into a cautionary tale about the risks of high-impact wrestling. The pivotal moment came when Triple H attempted to hit Angle with his signature pedigree through the announcer's table outside the ring. This type of spot was designed to be a crowd-pleasing spectacle, but it went terribly wrong. As Triple H positioned Angle for the move, the table collapsed prematurely under their combined weight before the pedigree could be executed. Both men crashed violently onto the concrete floor, with Angle absorbing the majority of the impact. The force of the fall was so severe that Angle suffered a concussion and temporarily lost his memory. The arena fell silent as medical personnel rushed to the scene to assess the damage. Despite the severity of his injury, Angle displayed the heart of a champion by returning to the ring to finish the match. His ability to push through the pain and continue performing was a testament to his toughness and unwavering dedication to his craft. This incident highlighted the dangers of using tables in wrestling, particularly when high-risk maneuvers are involved. Tables, while a staple of wrestling theatrics, are unpredictable and can lead to serious injuries if not handled with precision and care. Angle's concussion at SummerSlam 2000 also shed light on the broader issue of head injuries in professional wrestling. At the time, concussions were not as widely understood or taken as seriously as they are today. Angle's willingness to continue the match despite his condition reflected the show must go on mentality that has long been ingrained in the industry. However, it also raised questions about the need for better safety protocols and medical oversight in wrestling. Luke Harper's ladder landing at TLC 2014 is a chilling reminder of the dangers inherent in professional wrestling, particularly in high-risk matches like ladder matches. The event, held on December 14, 2014, featured a brutal Intercontinental Championship bout between Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler. Instead of clearing the ladder and landing on Ziggler, Harper collided directly with the ladder, his arm and torso slamming into the unforgiving metal rungs. The impact was sickening, and the crowd erupted in a mix of gasps and groans as Harper crumpled to the mat in obvious pain. Despite the severity of the botch, Harper demonstrated incredible toughness by continuing the match without hesitation. His ability to push through the pain and maintain the intensity of the bout was a testament to his professionalism and dedication to his craft. Harper and Ziggler, with both men taking additional risks and enduring further punishment. In the end, Ziggler emerged victorious, capturing the Intercontinental Championship, but the match will always be remembered for Harper's harrowing ladder collision. This incident underscores the physical toll that ladder matches can take on performers. Ladder matches are a staple of professional wrestling, known for their high spots and dramatic moments, but they also come with significant risks. Harper's botched suicide dive serves as a stark Backlash 2003, Rey Mysterio faced off against Big Show in a classic David vs. Goliath matchup. As always, Mysterio relied on his speed, agility, and high-flying offense to combat the sheer size and power of his much larger opponent. Despite his best efforts, the size difference proved too much to overcome, and Mysterio ultimately fell to Big Show. The match itself was a hard-fought battle, but the most memorable and shocking moment occurred after the final bell. Following the bout, medical personnel placed Mysterio on a stretcher due to the brutal beating he had endured. It seemed like the match was over in every sense, but Big Show had other plans. In a shocking and violent display of dominance, Big Show returned to the ring and decided to inflict even more damage. He picked up the stretcher, with Mysterio still strapped to it, and carried it towards the ring post. The intention was to make the impact look devastating, but controlled. However, in an unfortunate turn of events, Big Show let go of the stretcher too early, causing Mysterio's head to crash onto the floor with a sickening thud. The botch was immediately apparent, and the audience reacted with concern as Mysterio lay motionless. Backstage reports later confirmed that the impact was not part of the script, and Mysterio had to be taken to the hospital for evaluation. Given the risks of head injuries in professional wrestling, fans feared for his well-being. Despite the dangerous mishap, Mysterio would go on to recover and continue his illustrious career. The incident remains one of the more unsettling botches in WWE history, underscoring the inherent dangers of high-risk spots in professional wrestling. Jeff Hardy's ladder fall at Extreme Rules 2009 is one of the most jaw-dropping and dangerous moments in WWE history, encapsulating both the thrill and peril of professional wrestling. Known for his daredevil antics and high-risk style, Hardy faced Edge in a brutal ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship on June 7, 2009. The match was a spectacle of chaos, with both men pushing their limits to entertain the crowd. However, one spot near the climax of the match left fans and fellow wrestlers alike holding their breath. As the match reached its peak, Hardy and Edge climbed a massive ladder set up outside the ring, battling for the championship belt suspended high above. The tension was palpable as the two superstars grappled for control, each determined to claim the title. Suddenly, the ladder tipped over, sending both men plummeting to the floor. Edge managed to land on another ladder, which somewhat cushioned his fall, but Hardy wasn't as lucky. He landed directly on his shoulder, hitting the unforgiving concrete floor with a sickening thud. The impact was so severe that the crowd erupted in gasps and screams, fearing the worst. Despite the excruciating pain, Hardy refused to let the injury derail the match. Demonstrating the resilience and determination that have defined his career, he soldiered on, continuing to battle Edge in a display of sheer willpower. Hardy's ability to push through the agony and finish the match is a testament to his toughness and unwavering dedication to his craft. It's moments like these that have cemented his legacy as one of the most fearless and beloved performers in wrestling history. And there you have it, 10 of the most craziest WWE stunts that went wrong. Which of these moments shocked you the most? Do you think WWE should take more precautions to protect its superstars? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our wrestling content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.